Hi, this is Gizmo First, and I love this game. It's great and yada yada yada. In fact, I love it so much that my next film deals with Fallout 76 versus No Man's Sky and why I think Bethesda doesn't get the praise it deserves for what it's made of its game. But for today, I have to talk about the December 8th update and everything that entails. And I'm not sure whether you guys are gonna like it and what I have to say, but I cannot tell a lie. So without further ado, I'll start off with the Mothman Equinox. I reviewed it when it dropped on the PTS, and then I said it was a limited but nice little event that got the atmosphere right, and I hoped that the PTS would serve to iron out the kinks. I have to ask myself then, what is the point of having a PTS test server when it comes around into the main game and still suffers from the same lags, bugs and issues it did in the PTS? If anything, it runs a little worse here than in the PTS. I have constant lag issues, and to be sure, I've played it on multiple PCs that are comfortably able to run this game. Issues when I kill a radstag, for example, yet blood needed to advance in the event just isn't there. I don't run jetpack, but others have told me about the now infamous fly me to the moon bug, whereas you use the jetpack to hop from roof to roof only to end up almost in orbit, falling to the ground to your death. The community has made light of this issue, and you have to admire them for that, some chalking it up as being quaint and endearing, but in a purely objective light, there is absolutely no justification after almost 2 months in PTS for this to be happening. Is there? I'll let you decide. The legendary High Priest, which I also mentioned in my PTS review, are pretty neat. A little tougher to kill than Christmas Scorched or Mole Miner Treasure Hunters, these guys are some of the types of enemies I'd like to see becoming common part of the world. We have them or enemies like them in daily ops, but it would make for some neat encounters if these kinds of enemies that affect other enemies around them mixed up in-game combat and could surprise us from time to time. Adaptive ammo is a funny thing. I have yet to drop a single round for my Fixer or Plasma Caster off ordinary killable enemies, but I constantly read posts from other various Facebook forums where people are complaining that this is a thing. When I reviewed the PTS, I voiced my worries that the game was becoming far too easy. Many of the event tweaks are also mainly to make the game easier, thus lessening my interest in it. But what is the point of adaptive ammo looting? It negates so many things in the game. We already have a mass of now irrelevant perk cards. Now we can add Ammo Smith and the legendary Ammo Factory to the list. A shame, as most of us spent a lot of perk coins to max that card out. What is the point of the Tinker's Workbench or the ammo machine in your camp at this point? People have said it's killed their shop economy, as many of us, myself included, sold a lot of ammo in our vendors. This so-called quality of life improvement, clearly aimed at people who just can't be bothered with the finer mechanics of the game, is detrimental to the player base and will only serve to have us get bored quicker. Since Bethesda have stated that this is to be the last update of the year, some on their YouTube video comment section have voiced their discontent, not in the Mothman Equinox event itself, as I also said it's quite fun, but that it is far too little at this point and we were expecting more. Whether you treat a yearly roadmap as a rough, flexible and changeable guide to what's coming up, or a rigid promise that constantly gets broken, I don't think anyone can argue hand on heart that what we got second half of this year has lived up to expectations, and many of us are hoping, and I am amongst them, that the delays in the pit content now slated for sometime next year are worth it. This is Gizmo First. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.